his length, to his ability. You know, the in cuts, running our glance routes, type of things where, you know, he's got a really good hard stick on those, be able to get a guy moving and then break inside, and then on the deeper, you know, the go routes and down the sideline, putting it high in a way where he can utilize his body, you know, explode the ball and go get it. Yeah, you know, I think it definitely is starting to be looked at as you see guys coming into the league. You know, you got Drew Brees, has been doing it for a long time, but then newer age guys, Russell, Baker, those kind of guys that are making people kind of step back and realize that you don't need to be the prototypical 6'4", 220-pound guy back there. They're kind of quarterbacks are now being looked at in different lights. So I think it definitely is. I mean, it hasn't been anything that's been brought up with me this week and meeting with teams or coaches or scouts or anything like that. So it's definitely something that is now being looked at in a little bit of a different light, I think. No, it really hasn't been mentioned with any teams. I was 6 foot, 202. Yeah, you know, I tell the teams that, you know, that you're getting a guy that's going to come in every single day. You know what you're going to get out of him. He's going to work hard every single day. No one's going to outwork me day in and day out. I'm going to be a guy that the coaches, teammates can trust and respect, so that when I do get my opportunity, I'm going to be a guy that they know is going to give them an opportunity to win. And then at the end of the day, I'm going to do everything I can to get the team to win games. That's something that who I've always been. The only way I kind of have a refusal to quit attitude, and that's how I'm going to be at the next level. That's the kind of guy that you'll get on Sundays that, you know, you're going to have to drag me off the field to not have me be in there and not have me doing everything I can to have the team be winning. No, it had no impact on my training. Yeah, 100%. hmm Yeah, you know, I think it definitely is an opportunity for me to prove. Obviously, the intangibles are a big story and a big part of who I am. But I'm a football player and I'm an athlete, and I can go out and I can make all the throws and I can run really well. And those are the type of things, the physical attributes that I think people, because of my intangibles, tend to overlook my physical attributes. So being able to come out and show, you know, what I can do physically on the field is something that I'm really looking forward to, being able to get out there tomorrow. I mean, I think the biggest thing just comes out, you look at all of them, they got a chip on their shoulder. You know, they've all been told at some point that they couldn't do it because of their height, and they've just defied that. They haven't let someone else's opinion affect who they are, and they've just had that chip on their shoulder and keep going. And there's the intangibles, I think, are something that also sticks with a lot of those guys. You know, you look at Drew Brees, Russell Wilson, Baker. Those guys elevate the play of their teammates because of how they carry themselves and the type of player and leader that they are. hmm I'd say just going back to this last year, Josh Allen was probably the toughest. I didn't play against Nick Bosa this year, so I didn't have to game plan against him this year. But Josh Allen was definitely one that in this draft class throughout this last year was probably the toughest one we had to go against from a game plan perspective, because how they would play him in a rush, they would drop him at times, so it was hard to kind of know exactly when he was coming, but you always had to make sure he was protected.